when breathing becomes a battle. I woke up this morning and forgot how to breathe. Not literally. My lungs still work, my heart still beats, but somewhere between opening my eyes and remembering I have to exist today, the air became thick as concrete. You know that feeling when you're underwater too long and your chest starts burning? That's every morning now. Except I'm not underwater. I'm just alive. And apparently that's become too much. Last night, I sat on my bathroom floor at 3 a.m., crying because I couldn't remember the last time I felt happy. Not content, not okay, not fine. Actually happy. The kind of happiness that bubbles up from nowhere and makes you laugh at nothing and believe the world might actually be beautiful. I can't remember that feeling. It's like trying to recall a dream from childhood. You know it happened, you know it was real, but the details have faded until you start wondering if you made it all up. My therapist asked me yesterday, "What does depression feel like to you?" And I wanted to tell her, it feels like being homesick for a place that doesn't exist. It feels like grieving someone who's still alive, that someone being the person I used to be before my brain decided that hope was a luxury I couldn't afford. But instead I said, it's hard to explain, because how do you put into words the weight of existing when existing feels like carrying a backpack full of stones up a mountain that never ends? Depression isn't sadness. Sadness has a reason. Sadness says, I'm upset because this happened. Depression says, I'm drowning and I can't tell you why and neither can you, and that's the most terrifying part. Anxiety is depression's cruel companion. If depression is the weight, anxiety is the speed. It's your heart racing about absolutely nothing and everything all at once. It's lying in bed at 2 a.m. replaying a conversation from 3 weeks ago, convinced you said something wrong, convinced everyone secretly hates you, convinced that text you sent without a period at the end somehow revealed your entire personality as fundamentally flawed. You want to know what anxiety feels like? It's checking your phone every 5 minutes to see if that person replied, then when they do reply, staring at their message for 20 minutes, trying to decode what they really meant by using that emoji instead of this one. It's wanting to make plans and immediately regretting making plans and then canceling plans and then feeling guilty for canceling and then making new plans to prove you're not completely broken, and then the cycle starts again. My friends don't understand. They say just think positive thoughts, as if I haven't been trying that for the past 6 months. They say you just need to get out more, as if the problem is my location and not my brain chemistry. They mean well. I know they mean well. But when you're drowning, just swim harder isn't advice. It's another weight pulling you deeper underwater. The worst part isn't the sadness. The worst part isn't even the anxiety. The worst part is the numbness. The days when you can't feel anything at all, when your emotions flatline and you become a zombie version of yourself, going through the motions of being human while feeling like an imposter in your own life. I went to my nephew's birthday party last month. All the kids were laughing, running around with cake on their faces, completely present in their joy. And I sat there thinking, when did I lose that? When did happiness become something I have to work toward instead of something that just happens? I used to be fun. I used to be the guy who made people laugh, who suggested road trips, who believed in possibilities. Now I'm the guy who Googles how to feel happy at 2 a.m. and gets frustrated when WikiHow doesn't have a step-by-step guide for fixing your broken brain. My mom called yesterday. She asked how I'm doing, and I said, fine. Because fine is easier than explaining that I spent 3 hours today staring at my ceiling, trying to convince myself that tomorrow might be different than today. Fine is easier than telling her that I'm scared I'll never feel normal again, that this fog in my brain has become my permanent weather, that I'm starting to forget who I was before this started. Sometimes I wonder if this is just who I am now. The anxious guy, the depressed guy, the guy who used to be fun but now needs 3 days to recover from a dinner party. I wonder if I'm broken in some fundamental way that can't be fixed. If other people were born with an instruction manual for happiness and I got the defective copy with all the pages missing. But here's what I'm learning, slowly, painfully. Maybe I'm not broken. Maybe I'm just human in a world that forgot how to be gentle with humans. Maybe depression isn't a character flaw. Maybe it's my brain's way of saying it needs help. Like physical pain tells you something in your body needs attention. Maybe anxiety isn't weakness. Maybe it's caring too much in a world that pretends not to care at all. I'm not sharing this because I want pity. I'm sharing this because maybe you feel it too. Maybe you've been pretending you're fine when fine feels impossible. Maybe you've been fighting a war inside your head that nobody else can see, carrying wounds that don't show up on x-rays or blood tests but hurt just as much as anything physical. If that's you, if you recognize yourself in these words, I need you to know you're not alone. You're not crazy. You're not weak. You're not broken beyond repair. You're human. And being human is hard. And it's okay to admit that it's hard. I don't have answers. I don't have a miracle cure or 5 easy steps to instant happiness. What I have is this, the knowledge that you're not alone in feeling alone. Tomorrow might be hard too. Next week might be harder. But maybe, and this is what I'm holding on to, maybe sharing this pain makes it a little lighter. Maybe admitting we're struggling is the first step towards struggling a little less. So here I am telling you the truth. I'm not okay. I haven't been okay for a while. But I'm still here. I'm still breathing. I'm still fighting. And if you're still here too, still listening to these words, still fighting your own battles, then maybe we can be not okay together. Maybe that's enough for today. Maybe that's how healing starts. Are you fighting too? Tell me in the comments. Let's stop pretending we have to carry this alone.